Um, as a fan of Cillian Murphy's work, I have to say that his current streak of success is nothing short of remarkable. The success of small things like these has only added fuel to the fire. And I eagerly await his upcoming roles in 28 Years Later and the Peaky Blinders. Movies following the triumph of Cillian Murphy's 2024 film titled Small Things Like These, the esteemed Irish actor has managed to preserve his remarkable run on Rotten Tomatoes, thereby escalating anticipation for his future roles and franchise projects. Since making a name for himself in 2001 with Disco Pigs, Murphy has garnered significant acclaim, particularly in recent years, for his exceptional performances in projects such as Peaky Blinders and the blockbuster hit Oppenheimer, directed by Christopher Nolan. Now, Murphy continues to impress and set high standards with his latest project, stirring up great expectations among fans. Small Things Like These is a historical drama movie adapted from Claire Keegan's book with the same title. The main character, Bill Furlong, played by Murphy, is a respected coal merchant who finds himself at odds with the powerful nuns in his small town when he stumbles upon a young pregnant woman being hidden in a coal shed. This story shares similarities with the real-life events of the Irish Magdalen laundries, institutions for poor women accused of immorality. Despite its modest production, Small Things Like These has garnered positive reviews. Ever since the debut of Small Things Like These on November 1st, 2024, this film has garnered a remarkable 92% rating from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, along with an audience approval score of 81%. This is particularly noteworthy given that it's a smaller scale international production with a budget of just $3 million. However, what truly stands out is that this film extends Murphy's nearly unbroken Rotten Tomatoes streak that has persisted since 2016. In fact, only one of Murphy's last 10 films has received a rotten label. The 2019 release Anna with a score of 34%, demonstrating the incredible strength of his filmography, stuns with a special thought. Currently, Murphy's highest rated films are Kensuke's Kingdom from 2023, The Dark Knight in 2008, and Oppenheimer also from 2023. Conversely, Murphy's lowest rated movies include Aloft, Transcendence 2014, and Disco Pigs 2001. To add to that, Murphy's most popular TV series, Peaky Blinders, boasts a 93% approval rating from both critics and audiences. The achievement of Small Things Like These is especially exhilarating since it paves the way for the much anticipated films in Murphy's future, 28 Years Later and the Peaky Blinders movie, and General Bird's Immersio's it has been confirmed that Murphy will not only be reprising his role as Jim in the long-awaited sequel to 28 Days Later, but he will also make a final appearance as Thomas Shelby in the Peaky Blinders film. As two of Murphy's most cherished and successful series, these upcoming movies are incredibly exciting, and the success of Small Things Like These keeps Murphy on an optimistic trajectory. 2023 marked a significant leap forward for for Murphy, as he took on the lead role in a Christopher Nolan film, which he had long collaborated with. Um, the success of Oppenheimer further boosted his prominence, particularly following his Oscar win. Um, has made it's not changed, and thus his reentry into prominent franchises such as 28 Years Later and Peaky Blinders will sustain his momentum, potentially growing even more if these films become both financially and critically successful. The high Rotten Tomatoes score for the film Small Things Like These might lead viewers to anticipate that Murphy's future films will be exceptional. While it was already assumed that 28 Years Later and the Peaky Blinders movie would be excellent, the success of Small Things Like These elevates these expectations. If Murphy's upcoming movies fall short in any way, any negative reactions could potentially be more severe due to his stellar reputation. Um, Now, essentially, he has positioned himself for both great achievements and potential disappointments. Uh, um, it's promising to see that both 28 Years Later and Peaky Blinders have solid foundations in place as they are being worked on by the original teams. And then as they were probably from that time as raw expert, so the begins this suggests that Cillian Murphy's future performances in Small Things Like These might be exceptional. So what's next for Cillian Murphy? Um, um, Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, he's got a lot to live up to, and we can't wait to see what he does next. Um, with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, uh,